Welcome to MHA Digital Communities. My name is Angela. I'm a Qigong instructor. I am delighted to share with you the Dao Yin 12-step health Qigong exercises. We will be doing it in seated version. There is a standing version available also. Let me give you a little bit of background information. Health Qigong is a set of exercises which are slow, gentle, flowing movements, accessible to everyone. Through these gentle movements, we work on our qi, our internal energy life force. And when this energy circulates around our body, along the meridians, which are the lines that connect all of our organs and flow the energy around the body, we maintain the good health of those organs and feel like we're reinvigorated, full of life and vitality. I will take you through a warm-up and then each of the moves separately, highlighting some of the health benefits, some of the key points to remember. And then this will culminate in a full flow of all of the 12 movements, starting with an opening and closing sequence, and finally we'll warm down. I hope you enjoy the Dao Yin 12 Health Qigong seated exercises with me. Let me take you through some warm-up exercises in preparation for our health Qigong. This warm-up is designed to calm our breathing, calm the mind, as well as work on the flexibility of our body. So first of all, we're going to get into our seated position. Make sure that your feet can reach the floor nice and flat and have them placed about hip width apart. Make sure your back is straight and upright as you can, but make sure there's no tension in that spine. The arms can be hanging naturally by the side or resting gently on your lap. Crown of the head lifted towards the ceiling as if there's a golden thread suspending the crown from the heavens. Eyes are looking forwards onto the horizon. In this position, your eyes can be gently closed or gently open, looking forwards. Let's breathe in through the nose. Let's breathe out through the nose. If breathing through the nose is uncomfortable for you, breathe naturally and how it feels comfortable for you. With each breath, let the thoughts in your mind drift away as we enjoy this time together for some tranquility. With the breathing calm and the mind calm, let's start to mobilize the body. Starting with the neck, we look down, chin towards the chest, then looking upwards towards the ceiling. Looking down again, chin towards the chest. One final time, up to the ceiling and forwards towards me. This time, turn to your right. I will be your mirror image. Facing center and turning to look left. Once more to the right-hand side. And one final time, looking to your left. return to face the front. This time, tilting your right ear towards the right shoulder, back to center, left ear to left shoulder. Once more to the right hand side. And one final time to the left. Returning to upright. Let's move on to the shoulders now. Let's start to roll those shoulders backwards. So the shoulders are coming up towards the ears, back and down, working at a pace that suits you comfortably. When you're ready, changing direction. So this time the shoulders are rolling forwards. Lovely. Now we float the hands towards the shoulders. Elbows come closer together and up as we roll those shoulders backwards. Remember, only work to your own comfort levels. We're using the arms and elbows as a lever. Let's change direction, rolling those shoulders forwards. Remember, if you're not too keen on this move, you can go back to those simple shoulder rolls that we did previously. And when you're ready, relax the arms down. Shake the fingers out a little, and if you need to, shake out your legs and toes. Let's go for a body stretch now. If you can, interlacing the fingers, palms to the ceiling. It's perfectly fine to have your hands apart. We're going to tilt to your right. I'm your mirror image. Back to center and tilting left. Back to center. Once more to the right hand side. One final time to the left. Enjoy the stretch. And back to center. Relax the arms down. Once again, if you need to shake the fingers from the wrists, that's absolutely fine. Let's place the palms together in prayer position. From here, we rotate the waist to the right, back to center, rotating left, and center. Once more to the right, only as far as you feel comfortable. One final time left, and facing me. Palms face forward. If you can, extend the arms forward and hinge forwards from your seating position. Then relax the arms. Place your hands on your back, supporting your back as you gently arch. We're opening up the chest area. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Eyes are looking forwards and upwards. And return to upright. Now let's work on our lower body. Even though we're doing a seated version of the exercises, we want to ensure there's flow of qi to the extremities of the toes. First of all, we lift the leg off the seat alternately. So left leg and right leg. You don't have to lift it very high. We're working on warming up gently, remember. Once more either side, right leg and left leg. Now we're going to work on the ankles. So with your right leg extended, toe pointing, heel flexing. You can do this with your foot in the air. If you prefer, you can have it just touching the floor, whichever works best for you. And we're releasing any clicks along the way. Then we change to outside and inside of the ankle. quite a small move, but working so we've got that full range of motion. Then finally, we're rotating that ankle round, smoothly and gently, and then reversing the direction of rotation when you're ready. Placing that foot back flat on the floor, we do the same with the left leg. Extending the leg, we point the toe, we flex the heel, pointing and flexing alternately. Then when you're ready, we change to outside and inside of the ankle. A very small movement. Be careful as you do this, work with your own comfort levels. And then rotating the ankle so your foot can be gently off the floor. If you want to lift it higher, that's absolutely fine, but keep your back posture nicely in alignment. After we've gone round a few times in one direction, it's time to reverse the direction of rotation. Let's bring both feet flat on the floor now, hip width apart, onto our fingers and our wrists. So, hands together in prayer position, interlace the fingers, keeping the elbows relatively still. We're going to gently rotate the wrists. Feel each of those finger joints mobilizing as well. And then it's time to reverse the direction of rotation. Now this time, we're going to bring all of our fingertips together. We're going to float the arms forwards, relax the elbows, press the palms towards me. Floating down, gather the fingertips together, rising up. Open the hands, palms to the left and the right walls. One more time, fingertips together, rising, relaxing those elbows, stretching your palms towards me. And one final time, fingertips together, stretching open our arms like a pair of wings. And then we float the arms back down by the side. That brings us to the end of our warm-up. We've mobilized from the neck down to the fingers and the toes, and hopefully we have calm breathing, calm mind as well. We are going to do move 1 of the Dao Yin 12-step health Qigong exercises. Move 1 is called Beginning of Heaven's Creation. This move is designed to warm up the arms and allow the qi to flow from this dantian area through the arms and the meridians to our fingertips, spreading the qi along the body. With this move, we start with our feet shoulder width apart, feet flat on the floor if we can. The arms and shoulders are relaxed with the palms of the hands resting gently on the lap. I'll show you what the upper body movement is. There is a small lower body movement as well, but we'll come to that later. The first thing we do is we float the arms up to shoulder height. We then float the arms forwards and then float them down back to the side of the body. Let's do that again. Floating upwards, floating forwards and down. As we do this move, try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Feel that the arms are flowing as if you're moving through water. And we float, move continuously. To develop this move further, the palms now face behind us. Then rotate the arms so palms face down. and float down. We add to this upper body movement a neck movement where the eyes are going to look. So let's start now, turning the neck to look to the left. Watch your left hand float forwards. Look forwards at me as the arms float down. Turning to look to the right. Watch the right fingers come forwards. Then float the arms down, looking forwards. In reverse, looking to the right. Watch your right hand come forward. Looking at me, float the arms down. Now looking to the left. Watch the left hand come forward. And looking at me as the arms float down. So hopefully we feel like the arms, the shoulders and the fingers have had a little bit of stimulation from this move. Let's turn our focus to the lower body. So the feet are already flat on the floor. Very small movements. When we do the foot movements, we start with lifting up the toes. So we lift the toes off the floor, then we grip the floor with the toes. You might not be able to see this very clearly because I'm wearing shoes, but if I try and describe what I'm doing with my toes, but using my fingers, when I lift my toes, the toes come up a little, and then the reverse, we grip the floor with the toes. And by so doing, we are stimulating different acupoints, different parts of our body's meridians, activating the kidney, the stomach, and the spleen. So we do those foot movements in time with the arms. Don't worry if you can't get it all correct all at the start. We'll learn this step by step and do this together. So from the beginning then, this is move 1, beginning of heaven's creation. Toes are pulled upwards as we float the arms up. Look to the left, watch the left fingers come forward. Now grip the floor with the toes as the arms float down. Lifting the toes off the floor, look to the right. Watch the right fingers come forward. Now gripping the floors with the toes. In reverse, lifting the toes, looking to the right. Watch the fingers come forward. Grip the floor with the toes. One last time, lifting the toes, look to the left as the fingers float forward and grip the floor with the toes as the arms float down. That completes move 1, beginning of heaven's creation. Let me take you through a gentle warm down exercise so that we can restore our breathing, our mind, and to expel any stagnant qi from the body, reducing any tension from our muscles. In seated version, we shall be sitting with our feet shoulder width or hip width apart. And the first thing we'll do is we're going to tap down the meridians of the arm. So let's take our left hand, the Laogong point in the center of the palm. This acupoint, we're going to have a slightly cupped hand and we're going to take the point and tap it down the inner arm, then up the outer arm. Once more. Gently across the collarbone. Changing hands halfway with the right Laogong point. Now down the inner arm, up the outer arm. Once more. Relax those arms. So if there are any areas of stale or stagnant chi, we've tapped them free, bringing reinvigoration to our meridians. We're going to do something similar now with our legs. So using left and right hand together, hands to the inner thigh. Remember, only go down as far as is comfortable for you, really. I'm going to tap down my inner leg. All the way to the ankle, or as far as is good for you. Then up the outside of the leg. Now down the front of the leg. And up the back of the leg. Good. So that is our tapping down of the arm meridians and the leg meridians. Let's do some gentle tapping on the head with just the fingertips on the forehead. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're going to tap backwards on the surface of the head, bouncing those fingertips off the surface so we can feel some gentle vibrations running through the skull. Once we've done that a couple of times, back to the front and tapping out to the left and right, gently bouncing off the surface. Really feel those vibrations through the skull. Then relaxing the arms down. And now onto a little bit of breath work. We're going to take 3 in breaths and 3 out breaths. First of all, the arms reach out, palms face up, and we're breathing in with the palms together. As you breathe out, bring the hands down. You can see there that my hands move quite swiftly, but work to your own comfort level. Let's go again. Breathing in as the palms float up and together. Breathing out as the hands come down. One more time. Inhaling, palms reach up and together. Exhale as the arms come down. One final thing to our warm down now. The Laogong point, as I mentioned, is in the center of the palm. The Hegu point is here on the surface of the hand where the thumb and the first finger meet. We're going to connect those 2 points, rubbing the Hegu point with the center of the palm, getting it nice and warm. When that's nice and warm, we change to the other side, swapping over. And once both of those Hegu acupoints are warm, connect those points to your kidney area. So my hands are on the back of my body, near the waistline, close to where the kidneys are. I'm massaging round and round. I'm rubbing up and down to connect that energy, warm up the kidneys and nourish the kidneys. In traditional Chinese medicine, the kidneys are the power pack to our bodies. So we want to boost our energy levels as much as we can. When you're ready, relax the arms by the side. If you need to roll out those shoulders, if you want to loosen off your fingers and toes, please do. That brings us to the end of our warm down. Thank you.